channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby. It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all, welcome back once again.
Yes, welcome back.
You know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on with the issue that happened yesterday, unfortunately, with our ex-president and hopefully soon-to-be president, Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
You know, there's some evil people in this world, man. You know, that just literally just hates on you because they can't do what you're doing or because you don't believe in the same thing that they believe in.
Right.
You know, which is ridiculous to me because I feel like if everybody agreed with the same thing, we wouldn't be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so that's where that phrase comes in, that we're all created equal, but we all have different opinions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, let them know what are we going to react to today.
Okay, so the video is titled "Breaking Down the Motivated Ignorance of Trump Supporters."
So they calling us ignorant then.
Right.
Okay.
Let me know I'm not rocking LGBTQ. This is peace, love, rock and roll. I just have to put that out there.
I'm sure they know that though.
Well, I'm just saying, I just have to put it out there.
Okay.
Just put it out there.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, so let's get right into it, though, man. But before we do, everybody else out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your phone notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man.
Come on, yes.
It's taking so long. It's free.
Right.
You ain't gotta pay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, we already kicking off what?
Good
vibes,
vibes,
baby.
Good
Good vibes.
Boom.
It's free. Why wouldn't you want to subscribe to something that's free? You know what I'm saying? I don't know neither. Neither.
So Mike, I wanted to go back to Pete Weiner's excellent column in the Atlantic, because there's been hand-wringing through how do we understand the Trump voters? We've all done it. What do we need to understand? What is this about? This is the forgotten working class man and woman. This is blah, blah, blah. At this point, this is about people, as Pete says, who are knowingly supporting a guy who has spewed authoritarian talking points, a guy who lies repeatedly, a guy who twists the facts, bends the facts, lied about the last election. And Pete, I wrote it down. He talked about how they don't like strong, if they're presented with strong arguments, compelling facts, they'll push away. I would say it's even more than that. They are allergic to basic facts. Donald Trump lies all the time. They are allergic to let's take the big lie, for instance. They know, Mike Johnson knows it's a big lie. Lindsey Graham knows it's a big lie. They have 63 federal judges and courts that said this is a big lie. They had a Supreme Court that said, United States Supreme Court that said this is a big lie. They know. With even Republican officials saying, from Georgia to Michigan, this is a big lie. They know it's a big lie. So what do? They go to websites that are funded by Qatar, or TV networks funded by Qatar, are funded and run as sort of a front for a Chinese religious cult. They know what they're doing. Yeah. Mike, at this point, the gig is up. They know exactly what they're doing. They're spreading lies in support of a guy who wants to be an authoritarian leader.
You know, Pete came up.
Authoritarian leader. Why do they not like this man so much? So like, what is it about him? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel they just don't want to see the country prosper.
Damn. I ain't never seen
Like what other reason would it be?
That's what I'm saying. I have never seen so many people just like one person, one individual.
Right.
You know what I mean? That has done nothing but good. I can't remember. Somebody gave him, I want to say, I can't remember who it was, but somebody gave him like an award or something for helping out the black community back in the day. I forgot who it was. I can't remember exactly who it was.
What are they so afraid of?
I don't know what they're afraid of, but it just don't make no sense to be hated on that much, though.
Right. Like,
From all angles, though. You know what I'm saying? All angles, though. It's like he was more hated on now than he was before he even became involved in politics, type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody used to kind of like, quote unquote, praise Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? You have people doing songs with his name inside it.
Right.
Their songs.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and even those people turned against him.
yeah.
But it's, I just, I knew what I was about to say, but when you said that, it kind of threw me off. I forgot what I was going to say.
You think about it.
Of a guy who wants to be an authoritarian leader.
You know, Pete came up with a marvelous phrase in that piece, motivated ignorance. And
Yes.
the motivated ignorance of Donald Trump has been a lifetime habit. A lifetime habit. He's been operating on motivated ignorance since he's been 17, 18 years of age. He did it all through his business career, all through his life, nearly every day. And in politics, he's done it consistently. And he has developed, indeed, a cult around him. Now, part of that cult, I would think, given human nature, you'd have to feel badly for, because they are people who bought into what Trump says in his motivated ignorance, thinking it was going to help improve their lives. Well, it hasn't. It hasn't. And that's...
So what has Biden done? Is my question.
Got some good sleep. That's for sure. He been getting some good sleep.
I don't understand the hate.
It's crazy.
He's not perfect.
Like nobody.
Right.
Like none of us.
And every president in history, they, have made a mistake or said lies. And what makes Trump stand out to be hated like this,
Right, because he has the biggest, he was once sitting in the biggest seat in America, you know what I'm saying, which is the president. You know what I'm saying, that's the highest job you can have. So I guess they felt like that power would have, I don't know, to be honest with you, because, I can't see nothing wrong that he has done, in my personal opinion.
And you see a lot of people saying he needs to be locked up, and there's
a whole lot of ex-presidents that should be locked up.
that have done a lot of wrong.
Yeah, governors, mayors, people in Congress, policemen, firemen.
That's the big question is, why are they hating? What is it? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I really don't get it. It's scary.
It was going to help improve their lives. Well, it hasn't. It hasn't. And that's the way you defeat Donald Trump. Point out the facts of people's existence. The big tax breaks that he always talk about. Did it help someone making $100,000 a year? No. It helped people making millions of dollars a year. And so now in the debate, for the first time, that motivated ignorance is going to be displayed publicly in an empty hall. There's going to be no crowd saying, oh, yeah, that's great, yeah, applauding if he does indeed walk towards President Biden's podium. If he does the crazy things that he's apt to do, it'll be met by silence, and he'll be told to go back to his podium. His microphone will be shut off. That, I think, is going to be the most interesting aspect of this debate, Amanda. I don't know whether you agree with me or not, but the fact that he's isolated, no crowds, no applause, no feedback.
Yeah, I do agree.
And he still did a great job. He held his composure the whole time. He didn't walk over to the podium. You know, like this. So this was before the debate, and Donald Trump crushed it.
Right. I mean, you can just see how in good spirit he was even after the attempted assassination.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was still in good spirit saying, fight, fight, fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of country are we living in? And then for people to make a mockery about it, though.
Right.
That's the sad part.
That's
bro.
very sad.
That's really sad. Because now, the same people who's making a mockery of him, what did that happen to you?
Right.
And people making a mockery of you. Now, all of a sudden, you want to go out here and do some harm to somebody because they're making a mockery of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, boy, I'm telling
And
you.
my thing is, the people that make these comments about him, what world are they living in? What do they not experience that we're experiencing?
Yeah. And you know, it's okay to have their own opinions about him.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
That's fine, because like I said, everybody not gonna agree with the same thing.
Right.
But to hate a man, though,
Exactly.
you know, because of his beliefs may be a little different from yours, that's where the problem comes in at, for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to agree with you on everything, but that's not gonna make me your enemy or make you my enemy.
Right.
Or make me dislike you.
Exactly.
I may dislike some of your beliefs, but I respect it, though.
Right.
Because that's how you
That's
feel.
your opinion,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So,
But you can see that, you can hear and see the hatred in them when they're speaking on him.
No crowds, no applause, no feedback.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, we don't know what is going to happen, but I recall all the tales from White House aides who recount in great detail how Trump confronts people and approaches every conversation as essentially as an exercise in power dynamics. If you believe their tales about how he swears at people, uses physical presence in personal conversations in the Oval Office, in Mar-a-Lago, which I do because I have no reason not to believe them because they're so entirely consistent.
Well, where's the proof?
right. And
Right.
even if that's the case, right, it's like the parent who wants their child, we'll say a young boy, to go out there and play some football. But the coach is riding him, like, you know, well, you got to do better than this. You got to, you know, it's not going to sound pretty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're on the gridiron.
So he's supposed to approach people gently.
Yeah.
That's like an owner of like a major corporation.
Yeah.
He's supposed to have authority and speak with authority in order to have his employees and people underneath him to, you know.
No, he mean business.
Right. Like he's supposed to.
I'm not going to talk to you softly. Like,
right.
What? Now, granted, if he's talking to a young lady, I'm sure he'll come with a different approach
Right.
than he would a grown man, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember me and my manager, we used to have those conversations like that. Like, he used to get on me. But I knew it was for my own good.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? 'Cause I knew he wanted me to do the best that I can, be the better,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
And the same, like, I used to work for Bed Bath & Beyond, and every time our district manager would come in, everybody, you know, the ship was running really super tight.
Of course.
And even after, you know, he would leave, we respected him so much. We kept this, you know, we kept that same energy going.
Right.
We kept the store looking nice,
Right.
greeting customers, you know, staying on our P's and Q's. I mean, it takes that authority figure to have a ship running tight.
Absolutely.
It's needed.
He's not successful the way he is for nothing. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's just bottom line.
Yeah. They just don't know what to say at this point. They'll say anything about him.
Which I do because I have no reason not to believe them because they're so entirely consistent. I do believe he'll be able to manipulate the stage in that way. I don't think personally, if I had to venture a guess, he will be intimidated by the lack of a cheering crowd because This is how he acts. You can't say that he's not authentic. He is authentically aggressive. He is authentically authoritarian. So I don't think he's going to have any problem.
I had a posit there too. Is okay. So that shows the difference in the authority of Biden versus Trump. Biden isn't as aggressive, and look at how the country has gone downhill.
Like Trump said in the debate, he hasn't fired anybody.
Right. He sure did say that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't
sure
fired
did.
nobody. And that's about, sometimes when you're a boss, you have to set your feelings aside.
Right.
Because there's going to be some employees that you're going to be real cool with, and you know, you probably going to met their family, and et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, it's still business, though.
Right.
Follow what I'm saying? And if I got to even tell you about the job that you're doing, that you're not doing, rather,
Right.
then how should I take that?
Right.
I should take that as disrespect.
Right.
You follow what I'm
Right.
saying? So now I'm getting at you at this kind of way, and you
Right.
mad?
He's so hard on me. He's so hard.
It's like, do your job.
Right.
You won't
Just
say
do
nothing
it
to
right.
you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just do it right.
Right.
Like we kept, like I said, we kept that same energy when our district manager would leave because we had to make sure that store ran the best.
Right.
Yeah, like, yeah.
He is authentically authoritarian. So I don't think he's going to have any problem trying to steamroll the debate moderators,
Correct.
Joe Biden, and it will be an exercise for them to see how to constrain them.
Yeah, and Jonathan Lemire, I just want to underline Mika's point. Mika, of course, always right. Underline Mika's point that nobody knows TV better than Donald Trump. Nobody's used it more effectively than Donald Trump. He has spent hundreds of hours in a quiet TV studio, and did quite well, knew how to play the camera, knew how to play the camera angles. And you know, I have been thinking all along that this would hurt Donald Trump. But Mika, I think you may be right. And
just real quick, Jonathan Lemire, it's not just the hundreds of hours doing The Apprentice.
I mean, he doesn't even practice for this, Mika.
Sitting there in quiet. He doesn't practice. If the camera's on, he's dangerous. He goes for broke. If you look at his depositions, those were on camera, super awkward, with the attorney of E. Jean Carroll, who's extremely talented, and Trump was despicable, distasteful, gross. He was anything he wanted to be in that deposition because a camera was on, and it causes him to light up in the most base ways, in my opinion. I don't think he's afraid of anything, and in his mind, he hears a huge crowd, like cuckoo. He hears a huge crowd in his mind. See,
this is a perfect
So she's
example.
saying he's schizophrenic.
I don't know what she's saying, but this is a perfect example of her basically judging Trump because he's not acting the way that she feels that he should be acting.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I might not agree with how she acting right now. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to hate you for that. I'm not going to dislike you for that.
Right.
That's who you are. And why wouldn't you want somebody to be authentic?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why? I mean, isn't that, don't people want the truth? They say the truth hurts.
Right.
Right? But you'd rather get the truth than somebody that lied to you, right? So, I mean, it's like, I don't
she
get it.
said he hears a crowd in his head.
A cuckoo.
Right.
Like, man.
Lady.
She look like a cuckoo.
Ooh.
Oh, did I say that?
Ooh.
Ooh, my goodness. Shit.
huge crowd, like cuckoo. He hears a huge crowd in his mind. He can make anything happen. Jonathan Lemire.
Yeah, I mean, there's never been an American politician who's been in front of a camera more or more at ease in front of a camera than Donald Trump. That is certainly clear. The Biden theory of the case, though, they watched him do that CNN town hall a year or so back where he ran roughshod over the moderator and was cheered on by a bunch of Trump-loving Republicans. And that's what made them think, as I've reported, say, you know what, when we meet with this guy in a debate a year from now, we don't want a crowd. The other part of that is because the Biden team really wants this to be, as much as it can be, a policy-focused debate. And they feel like, well, Donald Trump will fall short in trying to discuss policy, or he'll reveal policies that are out of step with the American people. So the Biden team certainly feels good about the fundamentals, about the setting of this race. But you're right. We have seen Trump in debates before at times deliver strong performances. In 2016, the Republican primaries, he was unquestionably the star and winner of most of those debates. But we've also seen him really struggle in this format. And I think, of course, in 2020, when he completely bombed that first debate, likely sick with COVID at the time, though he didn't announce it yet. And that really helped Biden in the race. But what is very clear, and there's a lot of wild cards here, and neither man has done a debate in quite some time. It's early, but it's a significant inflection point in the campaign.
Yeah, I think it really is. And again, Miki, you're so right. I mean, he's done this so often. You know, we talk about practice. He doesn't have to practice. The guy doesn't need to practice at all between now and the debate. He can just walk out there because he spent his whole life doing this. So I think him practicing would be a waste of time.
All right, editor at the nonpartisan group Protect Democracy, Amanda Carpenter, thank you very much for being on this morning. We appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.
Practice? We're talking about practice, though.
Losers.
You know what I'm saying? Not the actual game.
Losers.
Practice, though. That reminded me of the Alvin Iverson interview.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
That's just crazy, man. They you know, again, and I'm going to stop saying it, but, you know, they want this man to act a certain way as they feel like he should be acting.
He's good with the cameras.
That's good that he's good with the cameras.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's good that he don't.
It's good that he's confident. Like, we need a confident president.
Absolutely.
With authority.
Right. The balls to fire somebody when they need to be fired.
Right.
When they're not doing their job.
Right.
Just like we all probably have been fired from at some point in our life from a job, whether we were 17, 18 years old, just learning the workforce, or in our 30s and 40s, 50s and 60s or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the point is, it made you a better person.
It did. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It made you sit back and reflect on, like, damn, you know, maybe I need to start doing this different, or not do that, or really go to work and work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I feel that our jobs did, you know, help mold us into the people that we are, because you took a lot of what you learned from the car business that you apply in your life. You know, you took the good from it, and I took the good from the customer. You know, we took the good parts, the hard, you know, when we have those talks with the manager and they tell you what you need to improve in and all that, we learned from that, and it made us better people. Right. So. Right.
I mean, my manager Luis, man. Shout out to my boy Luis. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and him, we used to have a few times though. You know, but like I said, all he was doing was trying to make me better, a better salesman, a better internet sales manager. You know what I'm saying? Because the more money I made, he made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, get on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know? But
I guess they want a weak president who.
Well, we can't have a weak president. We already looking like a weak country.
Yeah.
So we can't have a weak president also. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody got to get in there and be stern.
Right.
On things.
We are not respected. At all.
Straight up. So, you know.
I don't.
You can't hurt my feelings by telling me something.
Right. Constructive criticism.
Right. And especially if I know that I'm not doing something right. Deep down I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I'm gonna be like, okay, for sure. You know what I'm saying? You right about that, you know? But, so anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Comment down below, man. Let us know what y'all thought about this. What's your thoughts about this one here?
Yeah.
And like always, we definitely appreciate everybody that tunes in.
Yes, we do.
You know what I mean? Y'all make the day a lot better for us.
Right. Right.
And let's get some shout outs.
Okay, so first shout out goes to Duke Tank. What's up, Duke Tank?
Duke Tank. I'm not even gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to you though, Duke Tank. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction, man. Let us know what you thought about that, man. Come back and join us for some more.
Yes. Second shout out goes to So Sleepy Gets. What's up, So Sleepy Gets?
So Sleepy Gets. Shout out to you though, man. Hope you definitely enjoyed that as well.
Yes.
Give us your thoughts about that. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
Again, we thank you guys, man.
Yes, we do. So much.
Yeah, so you guys made Happen Jay who we are today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as, in this social media world that we now live in.
Right. And in our personal lives.
In our personal lives also, So we can never thank you guys enough for that.
Right.
We hope that you guys continue to support us in the different transitions that we may do, because change is good.
It is.
Change is not always bad. Change can be good. Even if it's just a quarter and a dime. Change like.
Oh man. Okay.
But anyway, though, man, we love y'all.
Yes, we do.
Make sure y'all keep God first.
Most importantly.
And we out this day, man.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.